Sziasztok! Én Darky vagyok, és egy kis esti fifázgatás. Jön most karriermódba. Itt van a custom, a settings. Hát ezt mondjuk egy 10-re tegyük fel, professional, on pro, nyomom. Barcelona az én csapatom, szóval így a Barszát viszem a menedzser módba. Nagyon jó. Ez most mi? Jó, ez nem is a menedzser mód, hanem amikor... Aha. Na, akkor játszunk egy ilyet is, amikor csak egy embert irányítok.
How will they fare at their respective new clubs? It's Barcelona. They take on Real Sociedad next on EA TV.
Real Sociedadban van a Willy Orbán.
Hello from the Catalan capital and one of the world's great cities, Barcelona. I'm your match commentator Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, the former Arsenal, West Ham and Coventry midfield player Stuart Robson. And it's always a special day on the calendar, opening day in La Liga. It's Barcelona up against Real Sociedad.
Well, the atmosphere is incredible inside the stadium, Derek. There's a real sense of optimism amongst the fans about the new season and what it might bring. It's been a long way, but hopefully we get a great game to kick their campaigns off.
Well, this is what we think for Barcelona. Marc-Andre ter Stegen in goal. Kyle Walker plays with Jordi Alba in the fullback positions. Frenkie de Jong plays with Sergio Busquets in central midfield. And in this tactical setup, they have just the one player in attack. And unfortunately for him, he had worked his way into an offside position.
And I think everybody in the ground can see that was always going to be offside.
Offside. Vissza.
Sergio Busquets. Real chance.
Úristen, mi volt ez a lövés? Azt a... Nem volt jó.
They've regained possession.
Nem nagyon
Well,
volt
they've given him
jó.
too much space. Isaac.
Védekezzetek.
Marino. And it's played into the centre. Wonderful header. Excellent goalkeeping. So a corner here. Taken by David Silva. Well, they survived the attack. Well, they weren't alone in trying to sign Kyle Walker, but they have succeeded on that front, and today is his debut match. What should we look out for, Stuart?
Well, I'm expecting him first and foremost to be a good defender. By being hard to beat in 1v1 situations, covering his centre-backs when required, and defending balls into the box. That, for me, has to be his priority today.
Well, not the best effort
Hát
we've
ez
ever
majd
seen,
jövőre
Stuart.
tesok.
Well, I think it's fair to say he won't be taking the next one.
Well, Manchester City had long ago identified their target, and now they've got
Manchester
their man,
City
Stuart.
ez
Well, the
komoly,
figure
tehát van
quoted
ott
is around
pénz.
£25 million, and that for me is money well spent because he has great ability and he's got a good attitude as well.
De most nagyon rossz vagyok amúgy.
Successfully cut out. Sergio Busquets. De Jong. Attending to his defensive chores.
Hát ez hova?
Sergio Busquets. Moving the ball effectively, looking for the right moment.
Nem baj,
Oh, he
jövő
saved it well.
tőlem vannak.
Trying to pick out a teammate. It hasn't come to very much. Pedri.
Ezt azért leszögezném, hogy nem vagyok egy akkora nagyon nagy komoly fifás, de szeretek játszani vele.
But just too much height on it.
Az fura volt, hogy Csavi az edző, de már akkor értem, hogy miért. Ez csak ez a játékmód.
Torres. Unable to keep the ball that time. Oyarzabal. Looking confident with the ball at his feet.
Nem igazán.
Could cross it in here. Marino. Perfect challenge. And the counter looks on here. Options available. Still pushing for that goal that would see them forge ahead. Well, I think a classic commentator's curse just then. Couldn't make the ideal pass. Pedri. Ronald Araujo. Now Busquets. Just not looking confident in possession.
De elrontottuk. Nem olyan egyszerű amúgy tényleg ez a játékmód, amikor csak egy embert kezelsz. És hagyja talán egy pozíciómat.
Looking for the right moment for that final pass. Good pressure high up the pitch.
Fifa Magic volt.
Can they get in behind them? Silva.
Nem nagyon kéne srácok hagyni, hogy rárúgjanak.
Now Silva.
Hát ezt nem hiszem el. Jó.
Back underway and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next.
Ez azért hibám lesz, hogyha
David Silva. Poor pass. Barcelona now in potentially a dangerous position. And let's give credit to the defending. Oh, great attacking play. Superb block. Zaldua. Now with Porto. Ieramendi. On to Porto. And options in the centre. Zaldua. Veering in, David Silva. There it is! Two to the good now, and that gives them a buffer.
Hogyan lő?
So 2-0 now.
Passzold már ide. Hát,
De Jong won it back.
jó gyerek, te mit csinálsz?
Oyarzabal. Mikel Merino.
Most komolyan mindjárt hátra megyek, de akkor vesztek a izémból. Mondjuk ez nem érdekel azt, hogy...
And he's just pulled off an absolutely stunning save there. That is brilliant.
De Jong. Dembele. An encouraging move from Barca. Oh, tremendous work from the keeper
Dumpe.
to have... Oh,
Gyönyörű.
and a debut goal to boot. It doesn't get much better than that.
Well, here we can see it again. Normally I'm the first to point the finger at a goalkeeper, but I
Hát
think it's a
jó
good
van, ez
initial save. I'm not sure
ilyen
he could have
csicska
done much
gól,
more.
de
Just a bit
legalább
unfortunate
gól.
really that it dropped to an opponent.
Gól kell.
You sense the momentum may well be with Barca here. Oh, big chance.
De mi az, hogy így megfogod?
Using his physical strength to shield it. Possession given away, unfortunately. And the cross has promise. And under pressure, that was a fine claim.
Hát hiszem, elrontottuk ezt a helyzetet.
Isaac. And played the pass well. Determined defending. Can they hit on the break? Well, they seem to be onto something positive, but it faded away. Isaac. Terrific piece of anticipation. Not to be advised giving the ball away in that position. Great block again.
Nagyon szép. Ott vagyok. Nekem már passzolj.
Ronald Araujo.
Oké, most már lehet passzolni.
Getting in there to take it away.
Kértem a labdát és később vette be. Hát ez évek óta a Fifa betegsége.
They could pick out a teammate. And the keeper won't be complaining about that cross. Poor quality. So nearly at half-time, and the home side trailing, albeit not by much. Stuart, your thoughts up to this point?
Well, it's certainly been an open game with chances for both teams, but they must start winning some of those individual battles, particularly in the wide
wait a
areas.
minute, they could be in here. Oh, a goal!
Ott van. Nice.
The lead has evaporated.
Jordi Alba.
Well, I have to say, this is a really good goal. Just look how well balanced
Az
he is.
assziszt
He knows he's
adó.
going to be under pressure, but he shows great composure to hit the target.
Gólasszisztet Jordi Albának, és ott van. Gyönyörűen, szépen. 2-2. Most ezt nem kéne megtartani, hanem ezt mindig el kéne tenni egyet.
David Silva.
Nem tartom pozícióm. Hát nem tartom pozíciómat, mert
Well, this is such a good watch. Both teams have played their part in a great game with plenty of good forward play. I'm sure we'll see more goals before the end.
annyira azért a futásunk nem olyan, mint egy Messi meg egy emberi.
Ieramendi. Nice looking pass.
Nagyon szép Dembele ott.
De Jong. Sergio Busquets. In the right place to cut out the
Ezt
pass.
arattuk a labdát. Nagyon szép Piqué.
Untidy in possession. Walker. Now Busquets. Jordi Alba. Delightful pass. Well, it looked as though he might be onto something, but his timing left a
Ferran
bit to be
Torres lesen
desired.
volt.
Yeah, that's frustrating because he's just been too impatient
Sajnos.
there. He doesn't need to make his movement quite so early.
And we will have just one additional minute. Well, they must exercise caution standing off as they are.
Ember rúg be.
Well, that's how to hit
Azt
them.
a...
Not quite accurate enough, though.
Igen. Igen. Hát igen. Hol van Csavi, ne aggódja. Mindjárt megyünk fél időre.
Well, the first 45 minutes have come and gone here in Catalonia.
Katalónia. Hát ez eddig nagyon gagyi volt. Na mindegy, nézzük. Jó, hát most az oké, hogy az értékelés megvan.
And as the second half commences, both sides can reflect on a first half in which they were so very evenly matched.
Meg kell nyerni.
De Jong. Tackling and winning the ball to boot. Opportunity it is. Oh, really good reflexes and danger averted.
Veszélyes volt. Ter Stegen csodálatosat védett.
He's driven in the corner and dealt with that ball comfortably. Silva, and nicely struck. Well, the shot more than decent. It had power, just couldn't find the target.
Komoly ez a gyerek.
Piqué. Pedri. Ronald Araujo. Pedri. And Torres on the ball. And a big match in La Liga to savour shortly on EA TV. It's Barcelona, and they take on Athletic Bilbao.
I like the look of that game. The atmosphere is always good inside that stadium, and two very good teams.
Simple save, really. Beautiful pass. And they continue to advance, and a lot of options here. Oyarzabal. Isaac. Just can't get it past him. De Jong. Piqué. Pedri. Strong but fair tackle. Porto. Can they get in behind them? Still level here, but the pressure escalating. Couldn't keep the ball. Araujo. Pedri. Piqué with it. Piqué. Offside the decision.
Jó öreg Dembélé. Kiugratása lett volna, de hát lassan volt. Jó.
And with play stop, they will make the change now.
Na nézzük.
An encouraging move from Barca. Sends it back. And we saw the situation developing. And that's great work to make sure it didn't go over the line. Now we're into the final half hour. David Silva with options. And the quality of pass needs to be a bit better. A more exciting La Liga action coming up for you here on EA TV. It's Real Sociedad, and they take on Rayo Vallecano. Well, they're sitting ever deeper. Oh, nice ball over the top to chase. Just cleared away in the nick of time. Mikel Merino. It's with Oyarzabal. Well, they couldn't keep possession. Ferran Torres. Araujo. Pedri.
De miért hátra?
Piqué.
Na.
Sergio Busquets. Lost possession.
És nem hiszem el, hát rám jön a saját csapattársam. Hát ez hülye ez a Pedri.
Sergio Busquets. Now Busquets. Pedri.
Jó. Akkor...
Promising pass. De Jong. Well, the keeper has outdone himself. Wonderful save.
Well, this is a big moment, and don't these fans know it?
And the corner played over by Dembele. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. Well, it looked like open road for them, but up a dead end. Well, he keeps going. Attending to his defensive chores. 20 minutes to go in this one. Dembele. Oh, good vision. In it goes! But it will not stand. Offside, Stuart.
Oh.
Well, it looked close, didn't it? He certainly thought so. He's making that clear to the linesman now.
An important interception. Frankie de Jong. Still pushing for that goal that would see them forge ahead. They're trying to take their time, but not enough care on the ball. Has a go. He scored once already and close to making it a double.
Well, every time he gets on the ball, he looks a real danger today.
It's an effective clearance. Fighting strongly to win the ball.
Well, you can't argue with those stats, can you? They've had good chances at both ends. The game is being played with great intensity, and it's been a pleasure to watch.
De Jong. Read it magnificently and intercepted. Can they create something from here? Isaac. Well, really fine goalkeeping. Good diving stop. And he's fired over the corner. Well, he'd love to have that delivery back.
Hát ezért egy gyorsaságom nincs. Ne. Szép.
An opportunity to forge ahead from this corner situation. Trying to pick out a teammate. Well, the keeper is happy the bar was there. Well, he was being closely watched. Goal kick.
Well, the defender knew he couldn't get to the ball first, but he just did enough to put him off there.
Na jó, hogy ezt most lejátszom, aztán lépek át a menedzserbe, mert ez van, hogy itt tanuljuk.
Walker. Level pegging, but can they change that? Oyarzabal. And back with Silva. And thwarting his opponent in the nick of time. Torres. And the counter-attack is on. Options available. Will it be sufficiently imaginative? This looks interesting. Must take the lead here. It's in, and this really takes your breath away.
Köszönöm.
Comeback and a half.
Well, as you can see, it was a fairly simple finish in the end, but you still have to be in the right place, keep your composure and finish it off, and that's exactly what he did.
Gyönyörű.
Time for a change then.
De most ezt meg kéne tartani.
Well, a dramatic moment near the end, and that might well be the decider. Mikel Merino. Orban. It's with Aritz. David Silva. Walker now. Well, this game is ebbing away. Can Barcelona get over the line?
Well, what a finale we have here. Both sides have looked...
And that's a high-quality stop.
Well, it may not count for anything, but that was a great save, wasn't it?
And they're making a change. Trying to deliver it accurately. And really, it had to be further away from the keeper. Orban. Now with Silva. Nacho Monreal. Silva. Tackling and winning. And he's in. Wasted chance. Easy for the goalkeeper. Mikel Merino. It's with Oyarzabal. Getting in there to take it away. Barca maintain possession, advantage. And treading it forward. Can he finish them off? Still a chance. And relief as the keeper holds on.
Well, he reacts so quickly, doesn't he? That's a great bit of work from him.
Ferran Torres-szal de szépen összejátszottunk.
It's with Oyarzabal. David Silva. Tremendous challenge. And that is that. The final whistle is sounded, and it's a victory for Barcelona. What did you make of that performance?
Megnyertük.
Yes, Derek, that's exactly the start you want. Yes, one or two.
Merino.
Jó. 9-es. Nagyon király, kaptunk is már valami díjat. Ez amikor a csapatta, ugye? Na nézzük, hát ebben nem vagyok annyira pász. L2. Na, hát akkor egy Bayern München. Bayern München Barcelona. Na hát itt jön a Hoppáik még a Lewandowski. A Bayern Münchennél van. Jó öreg Jordi Albát láthatjuk. Az Allianz arénára vagyunk Münchenben. Müller, Neuer, Busquets, Ter Stegen. Hát igen, nagyon nagy bal, Neuer ki van rakva.
Well, I'm looking forward to this one, Derek. It's so important that you get off to a good start. So let's hope both sides go for the win here and we get an exciting match.
The initial 11 for Bayern.
Well, although we have it down as a 4-5-1, it's actually more likely to be a 4-2-3-1. They play with two holding midfield players, a number 10 and two wingers. The system has a nice balance to it.
Cool. És mi?
And the Barcelona shape looks like this.
Well, it's a 4-3-3 formation with a centre forward and two wingers. So it's important that the midfield players give support to the striker whenever the ball goes wide. They can't allow him to be isolated.
Depay, Aubameyang, Depay, Torres, Pedri, Busquets, De Jong, Alba, Piqué, Ter Stegen. Na nézzük, mi kezdünk.
It's the opening match day. Champions League group stage, match day 1 underway. Well read to ease the pressure. Playing with purpose and control. It's promising out wide. The delivery towards the back post. No nonsense clearance. And he read it well. Barca know it's a sector of the pitch devoid of defenders. Has a go.
Ferran Torres.
From Neuer. And now the delivery. They fail to get it away properly. And they'll get ready for the throw-in. Niklas Süle. Müller. Serge Gnabry. Well, match day 1 in the UEFA Champions League, always exhilarating. And as we look at the group, Stuart, what might we see in this section?
Well, you can't look too much further than Bayern, can you? They're such a good team and they have some great individuals. However, Barcelona on their day can beat anyone. So come the end of this group, I think these two will be fighting for top spot.
Müller. Gnabry with it. Leon Goretzka. This is Coman. Moving forward effectively. Kimmich. Oh, incredible save, and he snuffed out any sign of danger. Throw-ins given. Aubameyang. And the keeper's delighted to see that sail well over the bar. Goal kick. Coman. This is Müller. Well, very few would argue the point that Memphis Depay can be a real game changer. What are you looking forward to seeing from him? Oh, can you believe what we've just seen? I think we're going to be viewing that goal time and time again.
Lewandowski-től kaptunk egyet.
How important will that opening goal prove to be?
De nem nagyon most sem.
And space here on the flank. Giving it a try. Serge Gnabry. He's protecting it well. Can he play it in? And routine for the keeper in the end. The cross far too close to him.
Hát ez nagyon jó.
Frankie de Jong. Possession regained by Niklas Süle. Superb.
Hazaadják.
Coman. Now Cuadrado. Müller. Really getting stuck in.
Müller jó volt.
Poor pass under no real pressure.
Ez is jó volt.
Serge Gnabry. Good pressure. Can they make something of
Azt
this?
meg, hogy visszaadom. Egyszer megszereztem.
Wonderful challenge and a throw-in coming up. Losing possession here. Torres. Can they create something from here? Firing it in. No way through. De Jong. Doughty defending to win
Most
the
ezt
ball
mit
back.
csinált? Ó, rosszat nyomtam, nem a lövést.
Onto
Ezt nem
Goretzka.
szabad.
Gnabry.
Jó.
Thomas Müller might fancy this one. Well, it's actually ended up being easy meat for the keeper. De Jong. And Torres on the ball. Extremely sloppy in
Kinek
possession.
Torres? Kinek?
Coman. Defensive efficiency personified. Taken away. Niklas Süle. Well, keeping hold of the ball is what it's all about for them. Lewandowski. Onto Goretzka. And he was in the right place
Most
to
akkor
intercept.
játszok, igen.
Oh, a perfectly timed pass. Well, it
De
looked like a decent
hol
avenue
volt
of
les?
attack, but he couldn't keep himself onside.
Well, he's just a bit
Anyád.
too eager there. All well and good playing on the shoulder, but he just needs to bend his run to stay onside.
Thomas Müller. Goretzka. Now Cuadrado. Leon Goretzka. And they continue to
Ez az
advance.
Aubameyang, ez
And a
is
lot
egy
of
valap
options here.
szar amúgy.
And the goal kick given. And quite simply wide of the target.
Na mindegy.
Now potential danger. He might profit from here, you know. Oh, that is a superb save. Playing it in. Well, an ordinary header, and that's probably being
Hát hova
charitable.
fejeltett Piqué?
Cuadrado. It's with Kingsley Coman. Promising move this from Bayern,
Jó van.
but nothing comes of it. Good defending it was.
Úgy. De hova? Meg ki
Possession
volt
lost
ott?
by Barcelona.
Ez a baj, hogy
Coman.
igazán.
Oh, good-looking run.
Elveszett a Barcelona.
Into the penalty area. Oh, good save. Excellent header.
Ú, de szép
Bayern
volt.
pushing to add
Ter
to the lead.
Stegen.
It'll be a corner.
Csodálatosat védett nekünk.
Now, how about the short corner? A fine block. They've regained possession. A Alphonso Davies. Lucas Hernandez.
Jó.
Knocking it around, looking to carve out a chance. But it was a good-looking sequence, but it comes to an end. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. De Jong crossed accurately towards the far post.
Aztán nem
It was a
hiszem el.
brilliant break, but no goal as a result.
Well, forget the finish and just admire the way they counter-attack there.
Pedri.
They did it with such pace and quality.
Müller. It's with Kingsley Coman. Lewandowski. Moving forward effectively. And how well the keeper did.
Well, that's just exceptional. He reacted so quickly there.
A corner from Kimmich. No end product. Coman.
No.
Hernandez. Leon Goretzka. Can he put it away? Well, he stumped it out of there without much fuss. What's he going to do here? Well, hit with power and almost the right precision. A meaty but fair challenge, and it will be a throw-in. Depay. And we saw the situation developing. And 1 minute of stoppage time has been added on. Well, it could be on for him here. And it nestles in the back of the net.
Tama muszáj volt. Ez az. Aubameyang.
Well, here it is again, and it's a superbly weighted through ball to break that defensive line. And his movement's so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head. Smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal.
Oké, így megyünk fél időre. Hogy Aubameyang kiegyenli. Nagyon király, nagyon jó. Lewandowski. Ter Stegen. Malmö. Salzburg, Wolfsburg 1-1. Villarreal, Manchester United. Juventusra kíváncsi leszek.
And so the second half of this Champions League group stage match day 1 contest commences. Kimmich. Now with Lewandowski. Well, it's one pass after another. Sends it back. Magnificent from Marc-Andre Ter Stegen.
Well, this is a big
Jó,
moment.
szöglettel kezdődik.
Corner kick played in. Well, it was a poor attempt, and a goal kick it is.
Well, those stats tell you what a good game it's been.
Kilőtte.
We've seen a lot of good attacking play, plenty of goal-mouth action, and all done at a high tempo. It's been very entertaining so far.
And the referee has given the advantage to Barca. A bit of running room now on the wing. Can he do it to take the lead? And a goal here. There it is.
De Jong. Mekkora volt.
Well, he puts it away really well, as you can see. But you'd expect him to score from that range. But they all count.
Ez igazi barszásból.
Well, the ball is moving again. Can Bayern come up with the right reply?
Be fog keményíteni nagyon most.
A It is a decent looking attack here. Wonderful challenge and a throw-in coming up. And players waiting in the centre. Not away completely. Gnabry. And he scored not once but twice. They simply cannot stop him. And no wonder he's enjoying himself. Well, back underway here. And they've split the 4 goals between them so far. Promising move this from Bayern. Space and time for the cross. The game has been turned on its head. They have never stopped believing, and now they sense victory.
Hát ez jó gyors volt.
Well, back underway, and a glut of goals here. 3-2.
Mindegy. Bazd meg, hogy egy kurva normális passzot nem lehet adni, az hihetetlen.
Transfer speculation is all part of football, and there's been quite a lot of speculation on this front, but the deal has now been confirmed, Stuart.
The reported figure of around £45 million seems to be a fair deal, but he'll certainly need to settle in quickly. There'll be a lot of pressure on him to hit the ground running.
Working away patiently, looking for an opening. Interception to snuff out the danger. Oh, that's an interesting pass.
Ja, tényleg, van itt írni.
Gnabry. How about the cross?
Nem nagyon kéne.
Still an issue here. And I think the threat has been averted. Could be a chance to break here. Promising sequence. Well, timed his challenge magnificently.
De ez bazd meg, hogy ezt minden labdát elrít.
And a quick reminder, we've got more football from La Liga coming up for you live here on EA TV. It's Barcelona, and they'll be taking on Granada. And into the last 30 minutes now. Hanging on to the ball in this fashion suits them.
Bayernal elégszállni mondjuk jó
And
lenne.
they continue to advance, and a lot of options here. Goretzka. Now with Lewandowski. And there it is! But hang on, the flag has gone up, and it's not going to count.
Well, it was a close call, but he is just offside. Good finish, mind you.
Jordi Alba. And now Lewandowski! And the keeper throws himself at the ball. Well, they've won possession back. What can they do from here? The save was a good one. So making the substitution now. The corner from Kinney. And the header off target, but resolute defence.
Na nézzük.
What a shocking pass, really. Oh, splendid skill. Just made sure nothing came of that. Really good challenge. Adama.
De bazd meg, hogy senki nem jön előre. Hogy azt tudnák meg most
Pressing high to win the
ezek a
ball.
passzok is.
Müller. Well, that's how to break the spirit of the attacker.
Mindent megszerez. Van egy idő.
Müller. Here's Sané. This looks interesting. Oh, moment of pure class!
Jó van.
To catch it perfectly and didn't
Olyan gyenge szar ez a Barcelona, hogy ez hihetetlen. Pedig én barszás vagyok, de ez egy szar. Most kinek passzoltad, te fiú? Kinek passzoltad el? Azt mondjuk, hogy de ez passz meg fölrúgja a játékosomat, ezt viszi tovább. Érted? Hát ez Fifa.
The conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. Do they have the guile to... It's still alive! And in! At the second time of asking!
De ott a csicska gól. Ez az.
Well, the initial save is a good one, as you can see, but unfortunately it
Na,
drops
pályt
straight to the
lecseréljük
post. A bit
egy
unlucky, really.
Hát ez szerencse, hát ez az. Ez egy szerencsés gól.
Well, the action continues, and you sense the momentum may well be with Barca here. Happy just to retain the ball in their own half and draw out the opposition. And a throw-in it's going to be. Well, we're inside the final quarter of an hour now.
Nem tudom ennek mi értelme volt, de biztos.
Promising move this from Bayern. And they're keeping their opponents moving and guessing. And ready for it is Leroy
De
Sané.
azt mutatta, hogy láss.
Oh, really sound goalkeeping.
Well, that's such a good save, isn't it? How did he keep that one out?
And across the touchline, so a throw in here.
És még azok dobnak. Hát ez hihetetlen.
Goretzka.
Ó, ja.
Oh, incredible save, and he snuffed out any sign of danger. Aubameyang. Oh, he's really opened them up here. And that wasn't a million miles away, almost the equaliser.
Well, it's not a bad effort, is it? But they've got to find a way back into this one.
Ez nagyon szép lett volna De Jongtól. De nem. Történt semmi.
Leon Goretzka. Sané has
Nem
it.
történt semmi.
Lewandowski. And here's Joshua Kimmich. Now with Lewandowski. Well, able to close down the shot.
Ó, gyönyörű, szép. Jó.
Pedri.
Jó.
No space for them here. They're showing a willingness to attack as
De
they must,
ne.
given the circumstances. Time running out. Well, no let up, plenty of pressure. Could be a chance to break here. Well, they've won the ball back quickly. And denied by the keeper. Impressive. That's how to rob them of
Ember,
possession.
mi
Lewandowski.
fasz? Izé,
Well, he makes the
kiválod.
save, and a good thing too.
Well, what a save it is.
Ó,
But
gyere le
can
te
they
is,
now go
man.
and get that
Hiányolj
equaliser?
már.
Substitution then. Let's see how it affects the match. Terrific defending to stop them progressing. And played in by Joshua Kimmich. He's gone and found it!
Hát ezt nem hiszem el.
Brilliant piece of finishing. Magnificent goal.
Kimik milyen gólt
We
lőtt.
see all
Szép
that of
volt.
it. 5-3.
Csak nem érdekel.
How about the cross? And an effective clearance. Joshua Kimmich. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. And it might be. And still
Hát ez
danger here. And he gobbles up the second chance. Disappointment for the
határon.
keeper. No wonder
Hát
he's
jó.
asking questions of his defence.
Kikapunk a Bayerntől ennyi.
It's a massive lead.
De hogy
It's very hard to
valóságban is.
imagine them losing it now. Barcelona have given it away. Lewandowski.
Gyenge ide ez a csapat. Most is gyenge, amióta elment a Messi gyenge.
Tremendously strong in the tackle. Sané might be a chance here. And he's only gone and made it a hat-trick.
Már nem is érdekel.
What a performance.
Ennyi. 3 gól van ebbe a csapatba, az több nincs.
And intercepts again.
Semmi. Védekezni se tudnak. Semmi. Csináljál már valamit, bassz meg, érjél már oda. Ennyi. 7-3-ra kikaptunk. Jó. 10. Nem. Nem nyilatkozok, én leszarom. Na. Akkor játszunk egyet.
3 goals in his last 3 matches, and you can't argue with that sort of form. We'll have the action on EA TV. Hello everyone, the weather forecasters promised us a very pleasant day for football, and that's exactly what we've got. I'm Derek Ray, in position to bring you live match commentary, and my expert analyst, as always on these occasions, is Stuart Robson. An action coming up from the Spanish top division, La Liga. It's Barcelona up against Granada.
Thanks, Derek. Well, often we talk about the tactics, the individual players that are missing, but so often it's the mentality of the players that is key to winning any football game. Which of these teams has the right attitude today is the big question.
Hopp. Granadáljon. Örömetes. Ezt a... Nem vagyok most formában.
Well, can they be creative from here? A fine block. Happy to take on the shot. A terrific piece of goalkeeping. Who's going to get on the end of it? Oh, you don't want to lose the ball in that position. The importance of that tackle cannot be overstated. Well, out of... Play under pressure.
Okay.
PK.
Hát a pályától
Now
kikaptunk.
Busquets. Aubameyang. Promising move from Barcelona.
Nem
Well,
bírom
real
el.
difficulty keeping the ball. Well, this is the day, his debut forthcoming, and it's going to be fascinating to see what he produces. Stuart, what do you think we should expect to see from him?
Well, I think he's a really good defender. He makes timely interceptions, he makes the right decisions about when to squeeze up and when to drop off, and he's decent in the air. But he'll need to form an understanding with his teammates quickly, and that's not always easy.
Takes the shot, and the goalkeeper has outdone himself with that save. Over it comes, making sure nothing came of it. Busquets. And Torres on the ball. It might still be problematic. Well, threat averted. Escudero. Effective challenge. Aubameyang in with a chance. Surely. And the keeper nowhere to be found. Not that he's complaining.
Ilyen szép. Nagyját kellett volna jelent, de nem ment.
Well, just look at the defending here. They've made it so easy for him in the end. That's just not good enough.
A Bayern München nem tudjuk megvárni.
So underway again here. 1-0 the score.
És
Well, he's got plenty of space on the flank here. Goalkeeper getting in the way. Superb save.
komoly volt.
Corner kick played in. Goalkeeper's ball. It was always going to be that way. Torres. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. And intercepts again.
Mire végig mondják a nevét, már nincs is nála a labda.
And giving the ball away. And they have possession again. Luis Javier Suarez. Well, the perfect tackle, really. And now a throw-in. It is to be a throw-in. Gone along. Tremendous challenge.
Hosszú.
And he read it well, intercepting it. Well, something has changed in the Mallorca game. Alex, tell us exactly what.
Yeah, it's a goal for Villarreal. It's now 1-0, 19 minutes played.
Cheers, Alex. Oh, good work by the keeper.
Jordi Alba van.
Well, that save just about keeps them in this, but they have to pose more of a threat at the other end.
Wanted to keep it, but couldn't.
Váltunk. Jaj, érve.
Can he finish this? Well, good defending, clattered out of there.
De ilyenkor nem is tudom, mit gondolok.
De Jong. And both hands on it. Good goalkeeping. Firing it towards goal. Could have given them an even healthier advantage.
Well, it's a good effort to extend their lead, but the game's still in the balance here.
Na nézzük. Hát, ezt nem hiszem el. Na? Hát, ezt nem tudom megfogni nagyon.
Can they trouble the opposition this time?
Jó.
But a good piece of defending to bring it to an end.
Jó. Ki a szélen? Jordi Alba. Gyönyörű. Nem visszaléri. Át is.
My goodness, that save. What he stretched he was. One for his own highlights reel. And over it comes. Not the best clearance. And a little too much height on that one.
Ferran Torres, de szépet.
Aubameyang. Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. Aubameyang takes it on and finishes Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang.
Szép volt.
Well, here's the replay. Watch how he goes past his man with such ease, and it's just a change of pace. And then the shot is emphatic. He strikes it with such power, the keeper has no time to react. What a good finish.
Gyönyörűen a sarokba. Bam.
Well, a second goal for them here. Well, a pity that. It looked promising, but that's going to be claimed by the keeper. Depay. Torres. Is this the moment? Well, not making life difficult for the keeper at all. A wide attempt. Well, sloppy in possession. Carlos Vaca. Lovely work to get past his man. Well, let's see about the cross. But it wasn't quite as good as it looked when it was played over. Sergio Busquets. Barca maintain possession, advantage. Crossing into the middle, and the danger's still on. And I think the threat has been averted. Inching towards the interval, and it's going with home advantage. Stuart, as always, very keen to get your take.
Yeah, they're playing really well here. They've controlled the flow of the game, they've won their individual battles, and they've created numerous chances. Their only problem in the second half could be complacency, but I can't see that happening.
And now having a go, and using his body to good effect. Poor pass. Depay. And whipped into the box. It comes to nothing in the end. Giving it a try. Oh, that is a majestic goal! Volleyed home with precision and style.
Ferran Torres. Már ért.
Well, here it is again. He hits this so sweetly, doesn't he? That's a brilliant goal from a top-class player.
So back with the action, and I don't think it's overstating things to say that Barcelona appear to be out of sight. Machis. It's with Duarte. And a tidy challenge. This looks interesting. Can he find the net? Putting his body on the line. Gone along. Determined defending. This looks threatening. Now the task is to remain focused. Oh, a great chance it was. Goalkeeper has it. Couldn't quite find his teammate. Matisse. And that puts them in position. Offside it is. Such a pity for him.
Well, he thought he was onside, but I think the assistant got that absolutely right.
Carlos Bacca. Matisse has it. In position. And this time it's in. Fabulous goal. And just look at the celebrations. Well, it's a tale of 4 goals in this match now. 3-1 it is. Moving forward effectively. Gone along. And how well the keeper did.
Well, that's just exceptional. He reacted so quickly there.
Na. Granadázta, úgy lát.
Now sending it in. Oh, what's he gone and done? Cross blocked. Well, the first 45 minutes have come and gone
Első
here
félidőnek
in
vége.
Catalonia.
Atletico Madrid, jó.
And away they go again. The pendulum having already swung Barcelona's way. Let's see how the second half pans out. It did look on for them, but not to be. Torres. Plenty of players waiting in the middle. That's a good-looking ball. Couldn't hang on to it.
Fú, pedig mekkorát
Could be a
mentek.
chance to break here. Careless in possession. And new developments in the Mallorca game, I'm hearing. Alex Scott, what can you tell us?
It's a goal for Mallorca. After a well-worked move, he got himself on the end of a cross with a beautiful header. It's all even Stevens at 1-1 with 49 minutes played. They've been fast out of the blocks here in the second half, Derek.
Many thanks, Alex. Could play it in. And the corner's been given. Gone along. And he clears the danger. Pressing high to win the ball. Lyon have been very active on the transfer front. It's all official now. The deal's been done. Great news for their supporters, you've got to say, Stuart.
Well, certainly a lot of focus on the boy over the last year or two, and he seems to have a bright future ahead of him. Hopefully it turns out to be a good move, and he can continue to develop his career.
Well, he might be onto something. And no problems whatsoever for the goalkeeper. Well, he's given us away. Chance to cross. The inside route looks promising. And he did well to cut it out.
Pudding.
Matisse. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. More action from La Liga coming up for you. Aubameyang! Oh, a powerful effort. Close.
Hát ez gyorsan kell.
And the substitution will occur now.
Nem fölöttem el a széle, de ezt...
Carlos Bacca. The referee blows for a foul. save for Ter Stegen to make. Well, we're into the final half hour. Depay. Well, good hands there from the keeper. More exciting La Liga action coming up for you here on EA TV. It's Granada. Memphis Depay! Well, a powerful effort, but he couldn't quite keep the shot down.
Hogy van nálam? Na magas.
Domingos Duarte. Montoro. Nicely cut out. He's going forward well here. Takes the shot. Well, able to close down the shot. And they could face difficulties here. And the cross into the middle. Well, I suspected that might be difficult for the keeper, but I was wrong.
Nagyon
Getting in there to intercept. And do they mean business on this occasion? He made it look simple, really.
As the stats show us, Barcelona have had less of the ball, but when they have won it back in midfield areas, their counter-attacking has been excellent. They'll be happy with the way the game's going at the moment.
And he takes it away. He's in with a chance. And a goal! Wonderful stuff as they accelerate away from the opposition.
Aubameyang. Tudtam.
Well, let's see this again. This is counter-attacking football at its very best. But you do have to ask questions of the keeper. Could he have done better here? I think so. You can't be beaten at your near post like that.
Goals in plentiful supply. 4-1 currently.
Nagyon jó, akkor ezt megütja.
Well, I believe a spot kick award in one of the other games. Let's hear all about it from Alex.
Yeah, it was a penalty for Villarreal, but the keeper guessed right, and he saved it with ease. It remains 3.
Well, a nearly moment, just over the top. And it is substitution time at this juncture, not just from one side, but from both. Montoro, and that puts them in position. Well, technically offside, but not by a lot.
Well, that's so tight, isn't it? But on this occasion, he doesn't get the benefit of the doubt.
Akkor Jordi, mutasd meg, hogy mit tudsz.
Just 20 minutes remaining now. Ronald Araujo. Ferran Torres. Now with Aubameyang. Well, he would have been disappointed had he spilled that
Hát ez
one.
nagyon komolyan kapus volt. Szép,
Ferran
vissza.
Torres.
Jó.
Aubameyang. The fans in favour of the shot here. And a body in the way. Luis Javier Suarez. Machis has it. Oh, managing to beat him. Not all that convincing defensively. Well, they survived the attack. And a goal has gone in at the Wanda Metropolitano. Alex Scott.
Saját magamat
Yes, the goal
szívatom.
for Bilbao. They're the first on the score sheet here.
Can he take the chance? Well, that is a moment he would love to have back because it really was there for him. Well, really you've got to say Barcelona in cruise control here, Stuart. Your reflections on their performance.
Well, what can you say about this performance? They've been absolutely brilliant. They've played with such guile and creativity, and their passing has been so expansive. Not many teams would have stopped them today.
Ez nem olyan ez.
This looks interesting. How about the cross?
Amit én láttam.
Well, the keeper was always likely to do his job under no pressure.
No.
Oh, a goal! It's gone in! The goalkeeper doesn't want to see a playback of that ever again.
Ajándékba kaptatok egyet.
So the current scoreline 4-2. Well, sincere apologies for having to cut you off just then, Alex. Just to confirm, Athletic Bilbao did score in that game. They now lead by 1-0. Luis Milla. Well, they no longer have the ball. Dest. Aubameyang. Weighted ball from Aubameyang. And he's
Hát ez
fallen
mi
against
volt?
the post.
Ez mekkora kapufa?
Machis. It's with Duarte. Well, just couldn't keep the ball.
Jó. Elfélnek.
Dest. And Depay on the ball. Given away by Barcelona. Bruno Petkovic. And he read it well defensively. And the referee has given the advantage to Barca. Dest. In behind for him to chase. Well, credit to him for trying it. Didn't miss by much.
Jó, de jó, gyere le.
And the substitution will occur now.
Ez ma.
Montoro. It's with Luis Milla. Made it a bit too easy for his opponent. Could pull one back here. That's high-level goalkeeping.
Well, that's a fantastic save. He's such a good keeper.
Who can he pick out? Crucial intervention just then amid impending danger. Counter-attacking, very much an option. Will they profit from this situation? Well, that was a terrific attack, but they'll be disappointed about the way it ended.
Well, it's good play. They force the error, break forward quickly and create the opening. However, the finish didn't match the rest of it.
Amos Pipa.
Jaj, fizuka, meg kell vennem a 23-at.
Really good challenge. Ferran Torres. Aubameyang. And here's Memphis. So a goal kick is what's coming up here. Luis Milla. Oh, a perfectly timed pass. And struggling to get the shot off. Can he find the net? Well, fantastic reflex action. And a throw-in forthcoming. And that is that. Very satisfying from the Barca point of view. A victory here.
Okay.
What did you think of their overall display?
Well, as I keep saying, if you make forward runs and you look to pass the ball forward and have players who can dribble past it.
Happy to take on the shot.
Nem nyilatkozunk most. Oké. Na, egy 20 mész. Legyen egy jó
It is a
elklasszikó.
Spanish football rivalry that quite simply speaks for itself. The two most successful teams in Spain with such passionate fans. Stay with us, we'll bring you all the action live from the Bernabeu as Real Madrid face Barcelona. Well, the players here at the Estadio San
Nagyon jó.
and they kick off here.
Jó elklasszikó. Mystery Ball.
Beautifully weighted ball.
Jaj, de
But
mekkora
no,
lesz.
just offside.
Well, it was close, and it is offside. The assistant got that absolutely right.
Hú.
Well, he's got past his man, but the
Most
danger
van az én
averted for now.
kedvencem.
And he's through here. There it is, and just
Vezet
the
is
ideal
Barcelona.
start.
Obama.
Well, here it is again, and it's all about the pace on the counter-attack. They were so quick to break out from their defensive positions, and then the shot could not be hit any better. Struck with such venom. Great goal.
Kávé, hogy örül. Persze mi is.
So the game has restarted, and it's Barcelona in front.
Jó. Jó.
Going about his defensive business with a minimum of fuss. Ferran Torres. Depay takes the shot, and a goal here. There it is. They've done it.
Most kapja. Pedri.
Well, just look at this again. The speed of counter-attack is so impressive, and then the shot is emphatic. It strikes with such power, and the keeper has no time to react. What a good finish.
Gyönyörű.
Karim Benzema. Well, a good tackle. And it will be a free kick to Real Madrid. And that short pass, this could be interesting. Vinicius Junior. Really good diving stop to make sure the threat came to nothing. Trying to deliver it accurately. Well, he'd love to have that delivery back. Well, this could pose problems for the defenders. Tremendous reflexes.
Speed boost.
Played over.
Shooting.
And just over the bar.
Well, he attacked it so well, but he just couldn't get above it, could he?
Jaj. Ezt meg kell szerezni. Így is van.
Potential danger. Less than convincing. Well, he was on his own. He had the goalkeeper to beat, but failed to do so.
Well, he just needed to show a bit more composure there. Take a little bit off the shot, I think.
Real Madrid have given it away. Course making quite a bit of progress. Course. Mendy. And return to Benzema. And quite simply wide of the target. The pass could do damage. Well, it comes to nothing in the end. Offside.
Well, he doesn't need to make his movement quite so quickly there. Just let the ball be played into the space.
Casemiro. Karim Benzema. Able to get a body in the way. Body in the way again.
Figyelni kell, mert shooting boost.
And breaking at pace with menace. Now a decent position. Oh, yes! He's going to be proud of that moment. What purity of strike. Caught it absolutely
Ferran
perfectly.
Torres.
Well, we won't get tired of seeing this, will we? Because that struck so sweetly. He really does surprise everybody here, not least the keeper. What a good finish that is.
Shooting boost. Ezt tudnám, hogy a boost, ez mi?
This is looking
Nincsenek
threatening.
szabályok.
The crossbar got in the way.
Well, he couldn't strike it much better than that, could he? That was a great effort.
Shooting. Shooting. Mit fogsz meg, Ter Stegen?
Sergio Busquets. Aubameyang. Oh, just wide of the mark. Goal kick.
Well, that never looked like troubling the keeper, did it? But it was worth an effort. A good strike from him.
nem sokan. Na, add már ki te kurtva fejű haladát.
De Jong. And now with Aubameyang. Aubameyang. Oh, breezing past him. No way through. Given away by Real Madrid. Barca maintain possession, advantage. Well, they couldn't keep it. Oh, good strike. Well, credit to him for trying it. Didn't miss by much.
Shooting.
Barcelona have given us away. Mendy. This is Kroos. Vinicius Junior. Casemiro. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's a fine save.
Egy shooting-busz ment ezért. Nevesbe.
Who can he pick out? Well, a nearly moment, you've got to say. Sergio Busquets has lost it. Kroos. And with the goalkeeper. It's a weighted pass. And the keeper there to catch it under no real pressure. Toni Kroos. Now Casemiro. Oh, a nice-looking pass. A goal here, giving his team precisely what they were looking for. Now he deserves to celebrate it. Vital interception. The danger was very real. Good movement, but really sticking to their task defensively. Not a good pass. Oh, managing to beat him. Now will the cross work out for them? Not really the ideal clearance. And the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. Really good challenge. He might be able to profit from the wide position. Modric. And it goes to alter the arithmetic and give them hope that they can turn this around. And Aubameyang making the move with the ball at his feet. What's he going to do next? Oh yes! It's gone in! And now a chance for them to revel in the moment.
Well, here's the replay. Watch how he goes past this man with such ease, and it's just a change of pace. And then what a strike. That's hit with such ferocity. Certainly no stopping that. That's a great goal.
Shooting boost van, meg kell szerezni.
David Alaba.
Meg kell szerezni már.
Now with Benzema. The verdict is offside here.
Mindegy, passzol már.
Sergio Busquets. Pedri. Ferran Torres. Opportunity. Oh, great block. And breaking at pace with menace. Defenders need to cover. And Modric might fancy it. Well, the danger is still there. Danger averted for now. Possession given away, unfortunately. Benzema. Here's Vinicius Junior. Must be. Not an attempt that will live long in the memory.
Well, what a waste that is. It's far too easy for the keeper.
And he read it superbly. Disappointing pass. Vinicius Junior. It's a perfect challenge. And a throw-in forthcoming. Benzema. Defensive efficiency personified. Showing considerable guile. And the counter-attack is on. Options available. Well, it fizzled out. Into the clutches of the goalkeeper. Well, the referee has instructed the fourth official to put 2 minutes on the board. Oh, good vision. Just unable to take advantage of that developing situation. No problems for the keeper. And that is that. Half-time here on the Spanish.
Na, akkor mehet a folytatás.
Plenty to consider based on what we've seen so far as the second half begins. And Barcelona being afforded too much space. Well, the keeper had plenty to think about with bodies around him. Benzema. He's in behind. Keeper getting the touch. And relief as the keeper holds on.
Well, he reacts so quickly, doesn't he? That's a great bit of work from him.
Oh, a nice-looking pass. Surely. Well, goodness me.
Well, even though he tried to place it into the corner, he's missed by quite some distance there.
Well, any goal scored from now on will be worth 2. Well, from so far out, it didn't appear to be the high percentage option. Close though, Stuart.
Well, he did have options, but that was a good effort in the end. He wasn't too far away, was he?
Well, not hard to read that pass. Aubameyang. Pedri. A bit sloppy in possession. Toni Kroos. It's a weighted pass.
Well,
The attack carried an initial threat, but fizzled out. And that attack going up a dead end, and the keeper has the ball. Benzema. He made it look simple, really. Aubameyang. Has eyes for goal. Well, actually pretty easy for the goalkeeper in the end. And Barcelona finding space on the flank. And he takes on the shot. And a fantastic diving save. Well, new ball in play. Any goal scored will be good for 2. The ball back with Real now. Intense pressure. Modric. Showing a real will to win the ball. Aubameyang. Well, fantastic reflex action from the goalkeeper. Well, they are committed to making the substitution here. Trying to deliver it accurately, making sure nothing untoward happened. Can he finish? And a sharp finish for a goal.
Well, mystery ball or not, that's a great bit of play and a very good finish.
Passzát. Beszarok.
Well, here it is again. It's a well-delivered ball into the box, and the finish is just as good. That's an excellent goal.
Making progress. Sound piece of goalkeeping. He's beaten his man. Straightforward piece of goalkeeping. So half an hour remaining. And a throw-in it's going to be. Well, Real Madrid are going to make the change now. And space for the cross. Benzema. Casemiro. Oh, he saved it well. An additional reward now for a goal. You get 3. So, a Real Madrid corner.
Na nézzük.
A decisive clearance it was. The conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. All hands on deck. And still danger here.
Az mi?
Well, nothing untoward happened.
Ez hogy védte ki?
Well, that was a magnificent save. Just how did he keep that out? That's incredible.
Good-looking move, this. Snuffing out the danger. Benzema. Plenty of players waiting in the middle. Well, over the byline. Goal kick.
Az aki vitte ezért.
Aubameyang. Pedri. And Depay on the ball. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Jordi Alba. Defensive excellence there. Oh, the referee has given it. Penalty it is. Well, no card handed out. He gets away with a rebuke.
Well, a lot of referees would have booked him there, but I'm with him on this one. No yellow card for me.
Na most ez mi jó?
Goal! Taking aim from the spot and finding the target.
Kettőt ért. Kettőt ért. Az jó. Ez csak úgy füstöl. Courtois. Shooting boost.
Valverde.
De meg kéne szerezni ezt a labdát.
Given the mystery ball situation, any goal scored now is good for 3. Aubameyang. And a chance for him on the flank. And that's gone out of play for what will be a goal kick. Casemiro.
Ujjaj, 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 ujjaj.
Promising position this. Can he take the chance? Wonderfully taken goal.
Well, that's what can happen with the mystery ball. It's a hat-trick with one strike.
So they restart the game, and a reminder, any goal scored will now count for 2. Modric. Here's Valverde. The ball with Luka Modric. Casemiro. Well, it's a goal and a double punch, if you like.
Well, it's a great bit of play and a tidy finish as well. And double, of course.
So they get the ball rolling again, and a change now. Any goal scored will count for 3.
Hát nem is lőttem el magamtól a labdát. Hát nem vagyok saját ellenségem.
Getting the ball forward. And it will be a free kick to Real Madrid. And he whips it in. The free kick decision goes the way of Barcelona. Deserves credit for winning the ball back. Benzema. Double the total if a goal is scored from now on. Well, nicely cut out. Now what can they do with the ball? He's beaten his man. Modric! Great strong tackle, throw in forthcoming. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. And he might be through here. Oh, he's done it!
Well, you can sense the nerves amongst the back line. So much at stake with the mystery ball being in effect, and it's cost them dearly. Well, let's look at this again. To pick out this pass shows wonderful vision. It's inch perfect, and when he gets onto it, he decides to go for power. It's a really emphatic finish, which gives the keeper no chance.
Speed boost.
Rodrigo. Oh, what an opportunity. Well, goal kick, just as it was looking promising. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Well, it looked as though they might be in just for a second or two. Marco Asensio. Options in the centre. And the keeper there to catch it under no real pressure. And now with Aubameyang. And the referee has given the advantage to Barca. And the keeper had the measure of that one.
Szép lett volna.
Depay, not to be advised, giving the ball away in that position. Always going to be the goalkeeper's ball.
Nem is ott van a kapu. Hanem ott.
Well, you can't blame him for taking it on, but lacking the accuracy required in the end. Goal kick here. Well, it will be triple trouble for the team conceding a goal now. It's worth 3. And I must say that's very good refereeing, going back to hand out the yellow card in that fashion. And with play stopped, they will make the change now.
Nagyon jó dörv. Boost. Vagy mi az? Nem baj. 3-at ér. Úgyhogy ezt nem nagyon kéne hagyni a Real Madridnak. Úgy. Hát ez... Szép. Hát a Modric is egy legenda azért.
I think the threat has been averted. Aubameyang. Now Jordi Alba. Couldn't keep it. Benzema. Beautifully disguised ball. Chance maybe. And a goal. Brilliantly taken.
Komoly
Well,
játék
with
volt.
that counting for 3, that's a really
Még
composed
hármat
finish. There
ér.
was a lot of pressure on him there.
So they restart the game, and a reminder, any goal scored will now count for 2. Now there to intercept.
Annyira nem volt jó.
The electronic board lets the fans know. 3 minutes of stoppage time. And into an attacking position. It's not too late for them. Oh, great vision. Well, nothing comes of it in the end because the flag has gone up, Stuart.
Well, he knew where the space was, but he's just been too eager, and that's why he's offside.
Jordi Alba.
Hát ő...
And unable to pick out a teammate. And that'll be a throw.
Ujjaj, ujjaj.
Marco Asensio. Useful looking ball. He's in behind the defence here. And he's outdone himself. Wonderful save there.
Most végetek van.
Oh, a perfectly timed pass. He just needs to keep a cool head. It's gone in. And what's more, it's worth 2.
Well, he knew the mystery ball was in play, and he made the most of it, didn't he? Well, here it is again, and it's all about the pace on the counter-attack. They were so quick to break out from their defensive positions, and his movement...
And that is very satisfying from the Barca point of view. A victory here. What did you think of their overall display? Well, as strikers go, Emerick Aubameyang is among the best. Really knows where the goal is, Stuart.
Well, he was on fire today, not just with his finishing, but also his general play. That was a top-class hat-trick.
Ferran Torres. Depay. Takes the shot. And a goal here.
Hát, igen. Jó volt ez a FIFA. Na, ennyi volt. Ennyi volt a FIFA. Én Darky voltam. Holnap meg jön a társam, a Magyar Joey. Társam, testvérem, együtt fogunk streamelni most ezen a csatornán, egyszer én, egyszer ő. Úgyhogy esti fifázgatás hajnali 1-ig tartott. Ciao.